Double Baby 7 is a technique to get two shiny items in one game. It's basically the greed from the Bible. And yeah, if you mess it up, you might go eighth, but here's how it works. Baby 7 gives you a chance at a golden egg every round. If you hit your egg by around stage 12, you can keep all 7 babies from stage 12 to 15, and your odds will stack all the way to stage 15. You want to hatch your first egg on stage 14, and if you have enough HP, you can go for the second one because your odds are stacked. And you're pretty likely to hit it. Hello, hello. This is post commentary L. Yay! What happened was I played a couple games. I'm playing a couple games off stream because I'm trying to hit rank 1. And as you can see, I'm really close, but we're kind of getting there, you know? I want to pass Grom. Technically, I'm like the only player who's played any games within the last 2 weeks and, you know, the highest ranked player, but that's not enough. I gotta pass Grom, so we gotta lock in. So what happened is this game is a game after I just lost the previous game. And I lost to Erei, who was playing Baby 7. And I was like, okay, you know what? Like, 2 can play at that game. We gotta lock in. We gotta do this, right? We gotta take some dubs. So I take in my best strategy in the game, which is Baby 7 as well. I know this lobby is so greedy. I know it's so greedy because it has Law, it has Erei, it has a Veneto, and it has Jafer, who is not usually a greedy player, but there's a couple of like nuances there because Jafer might play a weaker board late game and a stronger board early game, allowing you to catch up to him basically. So knowing like the stylistic play of the people in the lobby. Oh, there's also Squiggler, who is testing some funny stuff with wide lens, Loudred stuff. So yeah, there were a lot of like weirdness going on, but there was also a lot of like tryhards. And I think Bugsnax was also in the lobby. And so yeah, we're playing Baby 7, so we pick up Water Spoon. Pretty obvious. And I here decide that I'm gonna play for HP or a win streak. And the reason I decided to play for a win streak is because I think that AP Meowscarada is pretty good early game. And I have grass, so I can get grass 3 in. So from this stage, I'm basically freezing my grass Pokemon to lock in that win streak line. And I know a lot of people are going to be playing lose streak in this lobby because I did scouting and I know the play style of the players. So I understand that like Law will play lose streak and Erei will often play lose streak. So I can greed. But the thing is, I'm still in baby region and I'm still like locked in a lot of mana items. I pick up the seed here, and the reason for that is I want max revive and there's no aqua, so there's no priority item here. And I know that like if I play super like for win streak and I get that win streak, with the only main player that plays for win streak a lot being Jafer, then I can actually play a double Baby 7 line. And I know this already. So it's funny that like I'm locking in basically double Baby 7 from the get-go, because I know the level of greed required to beat this game will be the greed from the Bible. Like literally, like you have to understand the name of the game. And so being a competitor and, you know, understanding my opponents very well, I locked the heck in this lobby, just knowing their style and reading it perfectly. So I see that Beneto has a perfect Barbtar setup, which is fine. I don't really care about Barbtar because we beat that later. But what sucks is it does screw in our win streak, you know, or like our idea to go win streak. But again, I'm not too fussed about this because I know we'll run into weaker players soon and it won't be a big deal. And then hitting the second Aqua here is really cool because now it lets me pick an Aqua Egg. Now Specs Aqua Egg, very powerful combination. You might be asking to yourself, why didn't I make a Soldew? And if you want, you know, if you know the answer to that, you can answer it real quick. But basically, the reason I did that was because I think Specs Aqua works better into the late game with sound, and you need Aqua for sure. But if you make a Soldew, you might be stuck with like double Soldew awkward components, and Aqua is just generally better in sound just because of how the flat like scaling from the PP generation works. So anyway, I locked the baby and we're currently locking triple baby shop, and then I play into Law. This is Law backwards, so wall. Anyway, we got the W against him because he's playing a weak board, which I anticipated early on. And so this is really good. As you notice, I'm not doing a lot of scouting right now. I did like a little bit of scouting earlier, and you'll see me click through the players. But yeah, like I didn't do major a lot of scouting, but at this point, I'm like trying to think about like, you know, general game plan, try and mag me on the board, make myself stronger, And I figured out my board beats the majority of boards already as is because of just what's on the board. Grass 3 is quite strong, and Specs Meowscarada with Aqua is demonic. Meowscarada, for the record, or the Florgato, does like, what, 40 damage all around it? And you see me scouting my opponent's here. Again, if I'm lazy scouting, this is what I call lazy scouting. I scout the first, like, strongest boards because I'm playing for win streak. If I'm lose streaking, I'll scout the weakest boards. So I'll click the bottom side. Alright, I take a little bit of a look at the weaker boards here. And, oh my god, they're quite weak, and they're playing baby and stuff. Let's chill. And I hit my next baby. Bang! Baby 4, or baby 5, I mean. And we're basically already there, we just need 2 more, right? I put the Magby on the board because it's the strongest mon I have right now. Like, I don't think Smoliv is doing as much as a Magby on board with the Grass 3 activated even. And it wouldn't activate Grass 5, so it doesn't do much if I put the Smoliv on. I side move right side because I think some of the stronger boards are positioned right, and I want to position same side just because of the fact that Florgato and the AoE would allow their Pokemon to be grouped up. So like they wouldn't have moved, like this board moved, but if they were grouped up they wouldn't have moved, so the AoE might have hit all 4. But no big deal, we still take the win. And it wasn't one of the stronger boards, it was one of the weaker boards, so. We got the Soundmon for later, because we're going to play Baby in the Sound, most common pattern. We got the Aqua, because Aqua is the best item in our comp, and then we just chill. And I'm doing the scouting again, seeing the scariness to the people, assessing my danger. And I understand that Erei is playing Baby 7, and it looks like Law is playing Psychic, as per usual, and then there's one more baby board, I believe, or potential baby board. And I also noticed that my distance away from Erei is very long. Or, actually not yet. I'm getting ahead of myself. I think I fight Erei this round, and then my distance comes long. Yeah, so I fight him this round, and then after this, my distance from him becomes really far away because, or I guess close to him, because it'll say like round timer 2, which essentially means that I played him like 1 turn ago, basically. And what's good about that is that I'm planning my Baby 7 route like far in advance. So I'm trying to like lose on round 10, 11, and so on. So yeah. Here is a spot where I could put Baby 5 in and then try to generate a portal. But I know Aries playing front portal. I know one other person's playing for it as well. So I know like we could just get away with making a Baby 3 board instead. And it's a little bit safer because a Baby 5 board is a little bit trickier, although in this situation, you can just spam all items onto Maro, and then it'll be Gyarados. However, that would require me to sell Maro, because, well, not sell Maro, but it'll require me to have a Maro on board. And I'm actually unironically afraid that if I itemize Maro, that we'll lose, or we'll win against a different baby board. So that might be a problem. And real quickly, I'm just adding in every sound Pokemon, every baby Pokemon, so I don't mess up my turns later, because I'm locked in. I want to make sure I don't lose. Now, pick up another Aqua from Gyarados. Incredibly lucky. Incredibly lucky. And we have the baby portal generating, which is perfect. And I'm just trying to hunt one down, and we see there are lots of baby symbols. And you can tell why, because there's just 3 baby players. I get stuck by Jafer. I almost get shoved into the portal. That would have been disastrous. But we still get a portal, which is amazing. And then, yeah, we do a level up and roll here. You see, like, I'm already, like, trying to roll as fast as possible because I don't want to waste even a single second. Because thinking about my decision will be difficult. And I know that I'm always doing this because I have 5 babies, so there's almost guaranteed I'm always going to roll down. Now, we also saw that there was a baby ad earlier, and we're not hitting the babies. I'm rolling, because I want to make sure that I am picking the right pick here. I don't want to pick Cubfu if I have 7 babies, because, again, if I think it's a baby 7 mirror, which I think it is, then I don't want to win against the baby 7 mirror because I'll, not be able to get my golden egg. So Cubfu is actually one of the quote-unquote stronger babies, end quotes, in a sense that like he's strong at fighting the other baby 7 board, but he's not very strong. Like, it's weak in terms of like how useful it is. So I'm actually afraid of like queuing into like Veneto or potentially a different player who's playing BB7, but I don't have the time to scout for it because obviously I'm taking my turn. So I just try to do the worst I can here. Or like even someone like Law who might play like unknowns during my phase and then try to like grief and lose on purpose. Like, you can see that I'm watching, and I'm watching Erei fight John Auto Chess. And then he's currently beating them, which is like, you know, like they're trying to grief Aries baby 7 as well. So that's again, like that's why I don't want to have like Urshifu, because Kafu is quote unquote a strong baby. Now pick up Mischievous. If I pick up Mischievous, I mean pick up the Aqua, and then immediately sell Mischievous for Econ. I'm considering whether it even is useful, and it's definitely not useful. Now, we're sitting pretty. We have everything we could possibly want. 3 Aquas, Specs, like baby 7 in, everything. And we're far away from Erei too, so we don't even have to deal with Erei. And we're also far away from Law. Like, cause I haven't fought Law in a while. Or sorry, having fought Law like earlier, I don't have to fight Law for a little bit. And that's pretty good. So then he, like, yeah, he's less likely to be trying to unknown grief basically. Now I get Squiggler, who just looks like he's playing Sound Pivot, but he's just playing Strongest Board right now. That's fine. We want this loss. And bang! We get the golden egg. That's around, what, 63% to get it on the second try. So pretty lucky, but technically pretty average. You're not going to get it, like you're probably going to get it on your second try on average, just based on math. Now we pick up a Heart Scale for Max Rocky potentially later. But we don't have, obviously we need 2 Heart Scales for that. And we still need a Spoon so we can get our Soul Dew Aqua combo. So we got a long ways to go. Now I see the Elekid in my shop. And Elekid is a quote-unquote better baby than Kubfu. See what we do with Kubfu? We throw him in the dumpster. He's +1 econ. That's right. Because that mon sucks, and we were just using him as a baby placeholder, and you know he's gonna be sold later anyway. The reason Elekid is quote-unquote better is because he's weaker, and you want to lose on baby. So you actually want the weaker baby. But again, that's why we rolled, and we could have picked a better, quote-unquote better T10 if we could have found one. We didn't find one, so. And I caught this during the game, but if you're perceptive, you might have caught me scouting it. Erei has picked Love Disc. Now, Love Disc is the scariest Pokemon in the game as a T10, period. Period. There's no stronger T10 potential. Especially when he's playing Baby alongside it, he can get like Eviolite and spread the stats. He can get like Rare Candy and spread the stats. He can get Fuecoco and have like a King Gambit beside it with Flame Orb, spread the stats. Like, it's just insane what you can do with Love Disc. You can have like ridiculous combinations. Like, it's just ridiculous. And then, you know, like 60 attack Fuecoco, I'm not beating that. So from my perspective, I mean, I'm not gonna change my game plan, but if you know how Baby 7 works, usually one of you lives, one of you dies. It's just not how it works that you both make it to the end sometimes, just because like you're usually so low HP. Now in this case, I have a lot of HP, so this might not be the case this game, but like oftentimes it's just you fight the Baby 7 other player, and you fight them like back to back, and then you're just like basically racing, like, you know, you're on arms race, and you have to be the strongest board, or else you're going like bottom 4. So it's a war cry. Now we do get the Law fight, and we do lose it, which is fantastic. You didn't do the classic 10 unknowns punt. And as you notice, and you probably saw from the intro, that we're stacking our odds still. Every round, we're still playing Baby 7. We're stacking our odds. And now, we're against the Mew duo. And I have to beat the Mew duo, or else, you know, we're losing opponent. It's gonna be quite bad. So, I put my items on Magby. I put the efficient bandana on. I put as many normal pokes as I can. And then I put the max on. And then I do a bit of unit moving around and stuff. I put stronger units in because Spoochum kind of sucks. And then we hope for the best here with this board. Now, according to my calculations, this wins, but I could be wrong. Usually I have Fuecoco to make it easier, because you have a Fuecoco, then like it pretty much guarantees wins. Now I noticed something bad, and that my Magby is just walking into the like bad location, but end up not mattering, and my Magby end up living enough to cast multiple times on this Mew. So we take the win. And the reason Baby 5 is important here is because we get the pre-hatch right now. And the pre-hatch is super important because that means that I get to play double Baby 7. So I get to pull up with the next level layer of greed. I basically get to fight Erei with his own strategy, double Baby 7. He's pulled this off so many times against me. It's super annoying to fight. Basically, it's because there's no drawback to it. Like, I'm 52 HP, and I get to play Baby 7 again, pretty much no drawback. Zero drawback, I just get to play and get a second shiny item, potentially. And the odds right now are 70%. As you saw from the intro, I checked the odds, and they're stacked, like, you know, to my side. And you might be, like, seeing me, like, move my mouse around and stuff, and I absorb information very fast, because I'm, you know, a player in the game. And as you watch it, you're like, wow, this is so fast, like, what are we doing? Or how are we seeing all this? Honestly, like, it's easier as the player, because you're you know, I'm like priming myself to what I'm looking for, and I'm like immediately seeing it. Now, I was thinking about putting Eviolite on the Magby to maybe become a little bit stronger, but I don't like to maybe kill a few more units. But I didn't want to, because if I win this fight, I destroy my Baby 7 odds, and I won't be able to my second hatch. And now we got it, second Baby 7 egg, and it's just on the bench, just like that. And you might be like, oh, that's so lucky. But again, I stacked my odds. It's actually 70%. It's actually unlucky to miss it that turn. And if I don't get it that turn, I guarantee get it the following turn. That's what like so broken about W7. And I complain about this to like, you know, the people. And then people have complained about this in the past. And apparently it's quote unquote intended. So it's not actually even, it's not even a bug abuse. This is literally intended, which is crazy. Anyway, so we get our guys in, and we're trying to make the strongest board we can. We're trying to stabilize. We're playing against John of the auto chess here, and he is probably not happy when he sees Eviolite Porygon, but little does he know, or because I don't think he scouted me, that we also have a second shiny item coming up too. So he's a little bit funny. Yeah, so what drive me to put Eviolite on Porygon? I know Porygon's a sellable mon, and I just want to put something on the strongest mon I can, so I can like try to take fight win, because now we just want to take as many fight wins as possible to not take HP, because anytime we lose a round, we're gonna be getting to the red zone versus Erei, basically. And yes, you could technically go for triple Baby 7. Now, can you actually do it? No, because you're not gonna be able to pull it off. Like, you'd have to lose like 3 more rounds from here, and the odds of that happening and you living are basically 0%. So anyway, we get it, and so it happens that it's a Xatu lobby, so Xatu gave me a box, and the box was 10 gold, which usually is not that good, but in this situation, I need 10 gold. We are broke. So that's amazing. And then I find my only upgrade, Elekid, and I'm just like, okay, I guess we're running Elekid. I really wanted Sound 6, and I found Sound 6, but then I don't like see a good way to put it in. I swapped the other guy, and now we have it. And then yeah, so we have Sound 6, and we're into Erei. So just, you know, basically we just stabilized, quote unquote, but we didn't actually stabilize yet, because we want to find Fuecoco first, and he has one too, and he's playing Love This Fuecoco, very powerful comp. Again, we talked about, you know, I talked about this earlier, but the setup for Fuecoco, Love This, is like it's one of the strongest comps in the game, period. Like, if you have Love This Fuecoco, it can beat Baby 7 boards, no problem. I've had like lots of like simulations, testing, learning about the game, and yeah, like Love This Fuecoco beats traditional Baby 7, and not only is he Love This Fuecoco, he's Baby 7 Love This Fuecoco. That's even like more egregious. So we have a long game going for ourselves here. Like, it may look like, wow, you won the game, you got 2 shiny items, you're gonna stabilize, but then from my perspective, it's like, no, we just like, you know, we're still trying to stabilize still. We're trying to beat Erei. And if we don't beat Erei, we're still not going to top. Now here, I decide on getting my Fuecoco, and I'm thinking about whether I want to put the specs on the Popplio. And I do end up putting it on it. But the reason I even consider, like, why not put on the Popplio is because if I get Thwacky, I'd rather put on Thwacky. And what's gonna happen is if I put on like if I put specs on whatever unit, I know that Erei's playing Ghost. So whatever Pokemon I put it on is gonna get the Fatigue Curse. And putting on Populo and then giving Populo the Fatigue Curse is not necessarily what I want to do, right? So that's why like I'm double taking on it. Because right now, the Fatigue Curse just basically procs on the highest AP Pokemon, which is right now Fuecoco, but it won't be Fuecoco once I put the specs on somebody. Because the Eviolite doesn't give as much AP as specs. Here, we are just moving to the side and we're gonna make a portal. And I put the normal in, because normal is good, and I end up selling Elekid here. Because Elekid, while, you know, he's big and fat, if I get a normal portal, I'll most likely be able to find a better tank. So I put my max revive on the little Cleffa, because I know I'm probably selling Cleffa. And I mean, I shouldn't be like even putting it on, because I shouldn't even be afraid of losing to this board, being Ho-Oh and Lugia. But you know, there's no reason kind of not to, because I'm gonna sell the Clef, pretty much no matter what. And obviously our goal is to get Meloetta. Regigigas is fine for the tank. And we just hit a Seed Magnet. So I'm looking at those items, and I'm thinking, you know, these can be made into defensive items, that's good. And we can make, if we can get normal 5, we can make a second efficient bandana. Now, I hit Repeat Ball here. You might have saw that. Repeat Ball is one of the strongest, if not the strongest shiny item in the game. And I'm just like, holy smokes. And I hit Meloetta, and I'm like, okay, Erei, like, you're about, you know, like fight me, like, in this form. Like, you know, like, I'm basically like, Goku, like, at the moment. I just got everything going for me. And I find Happiny, which is also very fantastic. And then, now our goal is just to basically beat everybody else, which we should handily, and basically roll down and just upgrade our board. And find Thwackey. Thwackey is the critical Pokemon. Put my items on before we run out of time. So let me do that real quick. Bang. And then we have our board. This board is disgusting, to say the least. From here, I thought like I was gonna win out. Like obviously, my like, you know, in my mind, I'm like, okay, we probably went out, but I still have like a threat lingering in the corner, and that is Erei with his baby 7 Fuecoco. And I'm still like afraid that it's not enough. Like I'm still like I have to min-max my board. Like I was actually like to a point where like I was like, dude, am I gonna like you'll see later, I get to a point where I'm like, am I gonna lose with this board? And like the thing is, like I could have, like, and I might end up losing, right? We haven't spoiled the result here, but you know, just it's probably a video, so you know, you could probably predict that I might do well. But yeah, no, like it's just like it's closer than you'd imagine, because you're like, well, I have double baby 7, I have Repeat Ball, Eviolite. Those are like the 2 best baby items, shiny items, pretty much. Like how can it be even close? But then like if you think about it, like I've tested boards against Love This Fuecoco, like just some of the strongest boards, like Amorphous 7, like 8 trait with Naga, like other baby 7 boards, like stuff like, you know, double shiny item baby 7 boards, stuff like Chimecho and stuff like that. And Fuecoco has been able to beat some of those boards. Like actually Fuecoco like is the strongest board I have besides my baby 7 sound, also with Fuecoco, also with XP share. So Love This Fuecoco and XP share Fuecoco are the 2 strongest boards I have in my like save files right now to test against. And so that's why like I'm scared, because I know that like he has the potential to beat me with his board. Like even with like this crazy setup with the double shiny and everything, like that's the insane part. And you'll see like it's not so simple to win this lobby out against Erei. He's like, the thing is, the last 2 games he went like 7th and 8th, and like, and I was just like, oh yeah, like I'll queue, like let's, you know, he doesn't seem like he's locked in right now. Like bro, the moment I queue, he locks like all in. Like he just starts like freaking playing like the most savage baby 7 angles of all time, and that's how I know like like okay, like bro, blood just locked in. Like, what am I supposed to do? Like, it's just freaking. I guess I have to lock in harder. But yeah, like it was really like, like kind of like, oh, he's not his elo right now is not as high as mine, but like, but he has like the potential to be like super high elo. He just doesn't want to at the moment, basically. And that's what's like scary, is that like he basically is a smurf for all practical purposes of 1300. Like he should be like 1400 plus. Like, so yeah, it's not fantastic. So I'm basically playing against a smurf. Deform Erei. Now we fight Law's board. He's got the Smeargle Mewtwo. It almost booms my Fuecoco. It does boom it, but the rest of my team take out the Mewtwo, and we're quite okay here. And I can't afford to take a loss at all to any player, except for Erei, because like if I'm gonna lose a fight, it better be to the board that like can beat me, right? I need to save as much HP as I can against like the weaker boards, because we're not gonna be able to survive like if we don't like save all this HP. And I'm at 2 life left, which is fantastic. I feel nice at 2 life. And we have a Deep Sea Tooth, which is potentially a mana item, but we can't really use it right now. I'm rolling down to 10 because I want to power up my Repeat Ball. And we're holding on to this Deep Sea Tooth. I'm figuring out what to put on, and I'm like, you know what? I'm just gonna slam it. Because we're about to fight Erei soon. We might need it to beat Erei. And we fight John Auto Chess, Bugsnax. And yeah, I mean, the fight is actually quite closer than I thought it would be. I was like, wow, his board's quite strong. Like, look how much Fuecoco's gotta be casting to like take out this fight. Like, he ate that damage, like no problem. But nonetheless, we took it out, and then we are proceeding on to the next person. And I think someone was scouting my board, so I gave him an emote. I think it was Erei. Yeah, I mean, I only have one emote, it's the angry emote. So if you see me angry emote you, it's not because I'm angry at you, it's because that's the only emote I have on Glaceon. And Glaceon's a special mon right now, so you cannot get another one. It's just kind of stupid. Anyway, so I'm just chilling, I'm like, I got like 20 gold, I got 2 Dittos. I'm saving these 2 Dittos instead of selling them because I want to find Thwackey. And if you notice, I rolled like 80 times and I haven't hit Grookey yet. So I'm like, I'm like in desperate need of a Grookey basically to make my board stronger. There's nothing else that really makes it stronger. Got 2 more Dittos, and the Dittos don't really help at this point because we don't have Grookey yet, so what's the point of having all these Dittos? I pick up the Green Orb, another mana item, put it on the 2 range because it powers my entire team. I keep rolling. I sell the 2 Dittos because I don't need the Dittos. Like I said, I only need 2 for Grookey. I don't need more than 2. So I pick up the Happy Beanie. Like, what if I get Blissey Smile? We pass by Magearna because, we've rolled like 100 times. Once you get 100 rolls, you can start getting legendaries in your shop. I keep 10 Econ so I can get 1 extra gold. And then we fight Erei. And I watch this fight. Yeah, so I lose this fight actually. The first time we fight Erei, we actually take the fight loss. So if I didn't have more HP, that could have been the elimination right there. If someone else beat me besides Erei, we would have lost. There, that's it. We would have went 5th actually, behind Jafer. So to put in perspective how close this game was, like that's how close it was. Like even with these like this incredible board, with like what can look like it cannot be stopped, we just got stopped by the strongest strategy in the game. Love this Fuecoco. Like I said, like it is the strongest strategy in the game. It's pretty much like unstoppable. So I'm here like, bruh, like I have like I'm not about to get taken down by freaking Erei. Love this Fuecoco when I have 2 shiny items, dude. I worked all this way to get 2 shiny items, and I'm not gonna freaking lose to some stupid Love this Fuecoco. So I'm trying to lock in, trying to figure out a strategy to employ that would beat that. And obviously, in the meantime, we can just beat everybody else because they're everybody else. And we got Regigigas in our shop that we locked, to say the least. And I see this Aqua, and obviously Erei gets the pick first. He loops around perfectly, body blocks Bugsnax, and then grabs the Aqua. Now I got the safety goggles. The reason I do that is because I know Erei is playing Ghost. So I can actually mitigate the fatigue curse by putting the safety goggles on my Primarina. And that's going to be very, very helpful. So another thing is that when we get this Regigigas, he'll eat the damage curse because he'll have the highest AD on my board, which is good because that mon's kind of useless. It's just there for tanking, not for damage. So that's good. And then I have a recycle ticket, which I know I can use to move my mana items around, and that's gonna be good later as well. And I see that I can sell this Togetic right now and just slam. Because I can fit the Regigigas right now if I sell slam. And I choose to move the Primarina to the corner because it has the safety goggles. So even if I'm playing like Ice Cream, like from Jafer's board or whatever, like Amorphous board, the Primarina won't get frozen. So, because it shoots from left to right. And then we beat this board, and then yeah, so it's my time now. It's about time to fight Erei again, like after this match. And I'm thinking, yeah, you know, like we have the goggles. If we find another mana item here, maybe we can break up the components and get something from my Thwackey. And like, it'd be awesome to like, you know, move the Fuecoco items over to Thwackey, but you can't really do that because the scaling from Eolite requires Fuecoco. So you basically have to, you know, I need to find another mana item here. And if I find like anything with Aqua, I can just make Aqua Egg, and that'd be quite good. And alright, so we see these items. Got between a couple. Upgrade, Reaper Cloth and stuff. I pick Upgrade because it has a spoon component. I break it up, and then we make Soul Dew, and then we make Punching Glove. It's the only item we can make out of this. And we just... Punching Glove doesn't really matter who you put it on, so I just put on the Jigglypuff. And I'm trying to reorient my board so that the efficient bandanas are more efficiently placed. And I'm going to roll down to 0 pure 0 because I know this is the final fight. This is the final countdown. And then I have to I put the efficient bandana in a manner that would buff the Fuecoco. So I had to move the Jigglypuff back by 1. And now you can see how the fight is much different with the safety goggles and with the powered up board. And then we beat Erei. And we're like, yes, we won the game! And then we're like, wait, it's his ghost. We still have to fight Erei. And then we're like, oh shoot, we still have to fight Erei! And then I hit the roll your boat. Like just roll until you're out of money, because you have to just buff up your repeat ball stacks, basically. And then I'm just hoping that this Primarina can carry us home, basically. The repeat ball Primarina and the crazy board setup we got. And this is it. Whatever happens in this fight, happens, right? So, I'm thinking I probably win, we just beat his ghost, but you never know. I ran a lot of things on the sim, and you just don't know like whether you win or not sometimes. Because sometimes like the fight goes one way, and then sometimes it goes the other way, just based on like RNG and stuff. And I'm looking at it, I'm like, okay, we're getting the clean win here. And I take the win. Bang. And that's the stat screen. Alright, that's it for today.